it's Taylor and we're back in the kitchen for another delicious recipe video. In today's video, we're gonna be making these extremely tasty, crispy, crunchy, umami, beautiful thyme, onion, zucchini crackers. So stay tuned if you want to learn the recipe. Be sure to click the link down below and you can get your free mini ebook copy of Raw Food Ayurveda Volume 1 with 10 delicious low-fat raw vegan recipes and lots of tips for your dosha. So here we have all of our beautiful ingredients. We're gonna start by placing the ingredients in this mixing bowl. I've prepared 2 zucchinis that have been shredded. We're also adding about 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, 1 tablespoon of chia seed, 1 tablespoon of poppy seed, and we'll give those a mix. I like to leave the zucchini shredded like that because it adds a nice texture as well as the seeds. Otherwise, they just be kind of boring, uniform, one texture, perfectly smooth crackers, which is fine, but we're doing something different. We've got all of these ingredients in a bowl. I'm just gonna set those aside and we'll go ahead and food process our other ingredients. So we're having a mixture of smooth and texture. In the food processor, I'm placing 2 zucchinis that I've chopped into coarse pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and pulse blend these so that we have more space in the food processor for the other ingredients. So now that we have some more space, I'm gonna add 3 cups of cremini mushrooms, 1 large carrot, and we'll give these a blend. Next, I'm gonna add 1 entire red onion. This was a pretty small one. Small but potent. You may have to stop and scrape down the edges a couple times. You can also make this smooth part in the Vitamix. I haven't tried that myself, but if you try it, let me know in the comments. Maybe it's easier, maybe it's faster. You let me know. Now we're nice and smooth. I'm gonna add this into our mixing bowl. It smells really good, like onions. All right, everything's in our bowl. Time to mix with these. You can also use your hands. Black pepper, white pepper. Extra tip, electric pepper mills. This is so handy and it's so fun. It's easy to overdo it though, so be careful. Just gonna mix this up. Check out this goodness. It's all ready to go on the dehydrator sheets. So I've got my non-stick sheet on top of the mesh sheet. And what I like to do with this recipe is I'll start it out on the non-stick sheet, and as soon as it's dry enough to be transferred onto just the mesh sheet, I do that because it takes longer for things to dry out fully on the non-stick sheet, and it's a lot faster on the mesh sheet. But at first, you'll see this is a bit of a watery mess. But it's okay, it turns out great. So transfer our entire mixture onto the non-stick sheet. And then you can use the best kitchen tool in the toolbox, your hands, and flatten it out really nicely. And you can go pretty much all the way to the edge. You want to leave the black part alone, obviously, because that's where you slide it in. Optional step, sprinkle generously with everything but the bagel seasoning. It's quite thick, but this is perfect for our purposes. So I'm gonna pop this in the dehydrator. Now this time is gonna vary depending on your climate, where you are, how high you crank her up. All right, friends, our crackers are all finished. This is completely dried out, very crispy, very delicious. And what I ended up doing was for 2 hours, I dehydrated this at 135 degrees just to get the dehydrator fully warmed up. And then I turned it down to 115 and I let it go for almost 24 hours because I want this to be entirely dried out, entirely crispy. And as you can see here, that's exactly what we've got. Got wonderfully crispy crackers. Now these are more of a rustic cracker. They are not perfectly scored. I have different recipes that make the perfectly scored crackers, but these look really cool this way, I think. And all you do now is tear them into pieces, whatever size you like. They can be larger, they can be smaller, if you want to do something that's more like a crouton. So here they are, looking beautiful and delicious. And it's really important to let them cool completely. And then once they're cool, I will transfer them into a container that seals with a lid and store it in the fridge. Now for a little taste test. It was really good. I'm about to make a soup recipe to enjoy with my crackers. They're awesome. Highly recommend them. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? If you try out the recipe, be sure and let me know how it goes. The flavor is so good. Oh my God. I'm really getting the like umami of the mushroom and then the saltiness and the garlic and the onion. The onion is popping. Please like this video if you like it. Subscribe for more videos, more recipes, and also check out the link below. And you can get more of my low-fat raw vegan recipes and tips for your dosha. Thanks so much for watching. Much love. Namaste.